Thank you guys for coming back to Cobra TV, and today we're going to talk a little bit about the procedurally generated music in No Man's Sky. I just want to touch on it a tad bit, and one of the reasons is because I have a guest on the show today who is the musician that has been providing the background music, the new background music that we've been getting here on Cobra TV. And the music that you hear is just the start of it. So seeing that he's going to be on the show today, I had a comment on one of my videos where somebody said they should do procedural music too in No Man's Sky. Now immediately people are just gonna, think the guy's trolling or, it's a new No Man's Sky fan, someone who just learned about the game. I love seeing that. I love seeing comments like, how does the day and night cycle work? Typical questions that we all asked when we first learned what No Man's Sky was. So I love seeing that. It means the No Man's Sky fan base is getting bigger and bigger every day. And one of the things that I've always said is among us, there is a lot of hype, but outside of us, I still go out today and ask someone who's wearing a gamer shirt. It's kind of creepy. Hey bud, how you doing? I see you're a gamer. Have you ever heard of a game called No Man's Sky? No. What system do you play on? PS4. And it's like, how? How does so many people still not know about this game? But it's exciting to me when I see questions like that. So if you do see questions like that in the comment section, help them out. So the music provided from 65 Days of Static to Hello Games generates itself algorithmically rather than manually. Hello Games has created a procedural engine for the music. And this means that parts of the game that one journeys through are theoretically unique, built by the game itself, and you are experiencing them for the first time. And the idea was to create an audio engine that also generated unique instances of music from a central library of sounds. So 65 Days of Static actually recorded real tracks as well. And on top of the traditional tracks that Murray wanted, the band also started compiling a library of sounds of songs and sounds in songs to be fed into No Man's Sky's audio engine. By providing Hello Games with that, Walensky describes as a palette of sounds based on the motifs and signatures of the concrete record that the band is putting together. 65 Days of Static are both making a soundtrack and not. They've assembled a suite of sounds that, when combined with No Man's Sky's software, will stretch into infinity, scoring an entire universe. And that's amazing. Now, this shouldn't be news to a whole lot of people, but if there's anybody out there that didn't know, I hope this helped. You can also pre-order the 65 Days of Static CD that has the original tracks as mentioned in this article, plus soundscapes on a second CD. And I will link the website down below where you can pre-order the double CD or double vinyl. So not only am I excited to see what a procedurally generated universe of planets looks like, and stars and moons and animals and aliens and NPCs and stuff, I'm so excited to hear this procedurally generated music.
Yo,
Sylvester, what's going on, dude?
what's up, Cobra? How are you?
Doing pretty good, man. Doing pretty good. Okay, joining me today, I've got Sylvester. And if you guys are wondering who Sylvester is, he's the person that's been doing the music in the background of the Cobra TV videos as of late. And a couple of you guys have been asking, where can you find that music? Where can they go to listen to it? And it turns out that Sylvester does have a SoundCloud.
That's true, and thank you for inviting me on the show, Cobra.
No, it's amazing to have you on, dude.
Great, man. Yeah, I do have SoundCloud I made a SoundCloud just for uploading the song that I did for your show, one of the songs that's out now, that I also shared on the Facebook page. So I'll send you a link when we're done talking, so you can put it in the description.
Sounds perfect.
So people can check it out, yeah. Right. There's more songs coming.
All right, so a couple of things that I want to talk to you about is your music as well, but procedural music, the 65 Days of Static, providing sound clips and stuff to Hello Games to use, and then Paul Weir taking those sounds and making a procedurally generated engine
Yeah, man, I'm
that's
really
just
looking
amazing.
forward to see. Yeah, it's so amazing. I'm really, really looking forward to see how they're going to do that and how it's going to affect the game and how different it's going to be. Because, I mean, music is all about keys. It's all about if you have a lot of different melodies and chords that go in the same key, you can actually mix it around a lot. And that's why people can do remixes of songs where they change the chords, but the key is the same, or maybe the melodies fits on some other chords. And that's going to be very interesting to see how they're going to do that. Because if you have one melody with a certain set of chords under it, and you change the chords, the whole melody can feel completely different. So it can go from being very uplifting to very dark and moody. And I think, I mean, it'll be pretty much like what something that Hello Games would do. I mean, it would be typical Hello Games to kind of fit the music to, if it's dark on a planet, they'll definitely have some music that fits that, because they're talking about like fitting animals to their size, their voices, and all that. They're fitting everything together. So I think they'll definitely do that. Exactly, they're doing that. So I'm thinking like, if it's very hot and it's night, they'll have like, we'll do this minor key and these kind of things. I'm hoping they'll do that, because that's gonna have a huge impact on the experience with the game, I think.
Right. So being a musician yourself, I'm not sure if you're familiar with procedurally generated music or something like that, but as a musician, how much variety do you think that could come out of that?
I think what they will do is they'll maybe have like some sounds that are typical of them, and they'll play different chords, and they'll have a system that can put together those chords in different combinations that'll all sound pleasing to the ear. And they'll have 100 different synth sounds that they can play the same melody on, because that's how a lot of the computer systems today, where you can play a melody on a MIDI keyboard and then you can change the sound a million times. And I think that's what they're going to try to do. So they can even set filters that can have billion different of kinds of settings, and they can just do them procedurally as well. So they're random each time. So each time you hear the guitar, it sounds a little bit different. I mean, that would be insane.
It sounds like a new market, like
definitely
just coming out with a procedurally generated album, like a
that
system.
Sounds different each time you hear it. That would be, I mean, what? Right. Are you kidding me? I gotta do that. That would be crazy.
It really would.
Yeah.
So do you listen to 65 Days of Static that much?
I do, yeah. I didn't before. I didn't know they existed, but as soon as I heard that first trailer, I mean, it was just out of this world, because it fits the game so well. And you can tell when you see the interviews with Sean that he's so happy that he got 65 Days of Static to do it.
Yes.
Like, he's so excited for it. But I totally understand, because the music is, I mean, I don't think I've ever heard music fit that well to a game before.
Yeah.
It's really, really cool. And I love their stuff.
Did you catch the PlayStation or IGN art direction video that they just put out?
I did, yes. I love that.
Did you hear the music in the beginning and towards the end?
Yeah, that was pretty crazy as well. Yeah. Is that 65 days as well?
I can't confirm it, but I would just assume that it was.
Yeah. Probably is. It's really dope.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
They're really cool.
So, let's talk a little bit about the game. What are you excited about?
Yeah. Oh my God! Don't get me started. I mean, this game is like, you can. I mean, my girlfriend will confirm that this game has changed me almost. Like, and it's not even out yet. I was in New York working, and I woke up at night, couldn't sleep, and I took out my phone and I got on the YouTube app. This is this summer or last summer basically, and I opened YouTube and this video popped up, like the new game you don't want to miss, No Man's Sky. And I was like, sure. There was a picture of a planet, and I'm totally into astronomy, so I pressed it.
Right.
And it was 4 in the night, and at I think 7 she woke up and she was like, "What are you doing?" "I'm watching this new game. You have no idea." I was like, I'd been watching for 3 hours, and you and me both know that there wasn't more than maybe 30 minutes of or 40 minutes of gameplay at that point. So I was just watching the same stuff, reading articles, finding out everything, because it was like what I had always dreamed of, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, but
True.
it's just plain, and I can tell by your videos and how you talk about the game. It's just like this. It's like, yes, that's exactly what I want to do. Like, that's exactly what I want to play.
Right.
Yeah.
So, were you a
So that's how
gamer
I feel about
before?
it. Yeah, always been. I played a lot of WoW, and
Okay.
yeah, but with that, it was also a lot of the exploring. I mean, I've always longed for exploring. I mean, I'm one of those kids who say that, born too late to explore the earth and born too soon to explore the universe. I'm kind of,
Right.
so that's what I'm feeling like. No Man's Sky is gonna give me in some sense
Yeah.
a possibility to just experience that, because that's what I think games are made for. Going to another world. It's just like books or movies or
Right.
whatever. It's just like being allowed to escape for some time, and I love that.
Yeah, it definitely. I mean, you just hit all the points, like what this game truly means and truly is. Like, being a kid playing Mario,
Yeah,
I always
exactly.
wish that I could just turn my character around and jump into the background and go explore.
Yeah,
I really wish
exactly.
that.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I spent a lot of time in WoW. There was this big mountain somewhere that you couldn't reach unless you glitched it a little bit. And me and my friends, we glitched it, and Blizzard had put a flag on top. We're like, wow, nobody's ever been here before, because
Right.
it was a part of
Yeah.
the game that wasn't meant to be visited, and that was a different rush from completing all the other stuff in the game. So, and I've played a lot of Minecraft as well.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I remember just when it came out, I said to my friend, and I looked up at the moon in Minecraft, and I said, dude, they should mod this so that you can collect enough resources, build a spaceship, and fly up there. That would be crazy. And he was like,
Yeah.
oh yeah. and then they did it. Hello Games did it.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
They did it, I think, more than we
They-
realize. I think there's
Yeah.
more to this game
Yeah.
that we even think. Like, I was going through
Really.
Bolam's, or Bolam,
Yeah.
however you pronounce his name. I was going through his Pinterest, and there is reference material for him to use for the game, and that's what the whole purpose of the thing is.
Yeah.
And he's got a section on there for tattoos. He's got a section on there that has just tons of primitive tribes people, and
Nice.
it's just like, dude, we haven't even seen the
We haven't
surface of
even
this game
seen the
yet.
game.
And I mean,
And that's
like,
the thing. I mean, the more you watch videos of Sean Murray, the more you understand the man. The more you can hear when he talks about something, you can always hear that he's holding something back. Like when he's talking about something, he's like, yeah, and he's like, I really wish I could tell you everything, but he's so passionate about the game that he truly understands that it's such a good thing that he's not letting us know everything yet.
exactly.
I mean,
exactly. That's what that smile
that's
he's got us
one of
for.
Exactly.
Like, you don't
that
know
guy.
what I know.
No, exactly. Exactly.
Oh, but it's a great game. I
genius.
can't wait for all of us. Are you going to be uploading your gameplays on YouTube?
I'm not sure. No, I'm really not. I've never done that kind of sort of thing. I'm more into. I mean, I more want to do it, of course, but everybody does it. So I think I'm just gonna play it for myself. I got a projector set up in my home, so I have like a 120-inch screen. I'm just gonna sit there, lock myself in for a couple of days, and sleep for a couple of hours, just playing the game.
Right.
Just being my own world. Yeah.
One of the things that I want to do after the game's released is have people send in clips of amazing things that they've seen or experienced.
Oh yeah, that I will definitely do.
So if you happen to, hit that share button and record that 20 seconds worth of, awesomeness,
I will.
and then send it to me, and I'll
Definitely, man.
highlight it.
Definitely. Or if suddenly some strange, weird music appears.
Oh yes.
That's insanely good by random chance.
Right.
That's the weird thing. Yeah.
I wonder if people are going to try and record the music that they hear.
I was just gonna say
and then put together albums.
Yeah, because that thing is gonna be randomly generated, so I can basically like get inspiration from that without it being copyright infringement. Actually.
Right. Yeah.
That's
exactly.
Yeah, that's a whole new legal thing going on there. That's pretty weird, actually.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like, who makes the music? The PlayStation makes the music, so.
Right. Sue the PlayStation console.
Yeah, exactly.
Not all of them, just that one guy's right
yeah,
there.
just that one. Yeah.
Oh boy, lawyers are already scratching their heads.
Yeah, they have no idea. Suddenly,
yeah,
a McDonald's just appears randomly, and everybody freaks out because they thought they steal it, but it just happened randomly.
Yeah. So with your music and everything,
Yeah.
what are you planning on doing? Like, I just love that soundbite that you recorded for me. It's just
I'm
amazing.
glad, man. Yeah.
What was it? It's called Leaving Earth Orbit.
Yeah, I think it's called Leaving Home Orbit. So I
Home
was kind
Orbit.
of,
Oh,
yeah, I
okay.
was kind of thinking about, I mean, the inspiration for it was definitely imagining being on that planet that you're starting on, and it seems like a lot of people will be spending some time on that. So that's going to be like your home planet, right?
Yeah.
So when do you first like slowly leave the atmosphere and break out of orbit and break out of the atmosphere? Just I think it's going to be pretty crazy feeling actually.
I think it will too.
Like because then that's when you realize, okay, I have a joystick and I can just fly anywhere.
Yeah, and that also, it's going to be a sentimental attachment, at least for me, for
Exactly.
that first planet, because it's
Me
where I
too,
was
definitely.
born, and No
Yeah,
Man's Sky.
exactly.
Yeah,
That's going to be our Earth in the game, and that's what's so cool about it. That you're starting there and not starting on a space station. I love that you start on a planet
yeah. Now that we
and
sit
you
here and
leave
talk
it.
about it, it's like
Yeah.
we better take as many pictures and video of that planet as much as possible,
Oh,
because we
definitely.
may never see it again if we go too
Yeah,
far.
we may not. I mean, I'm excited to see how that's going to work as well. How easy it is going to be to find your way back. Is there going to be like, is the map going to allow you to easily navigate? I know it's going to be big, but is there going to be a big red star where you spawned the first time, or is it just going to be
Right.
gone? Maybe it's just gone.
Yeah,
Like
it
we have
might
no
be,
idea.
because I can't see fast travel, being in this game, because it seems like, you got
No,
to have
definitely not.
a big enough
Yeah, you have to.
hyperdrive,
Yeah, exactly.
fuel.
That's basically the fast travel.
Right, but there's a limitation put to that.
Yeah,
I don't
fuel
see this
and
game
all that
having
kind of
like
stuff.
like you're, I don't know, you're at the center and you're like, now I want to go back to my home planet, and then
Yeah,
just
you're
fast
right.
travel
That's actually
all
gonna
the way
take
back.
a lot of fuel. You're right. You're right. You're
Just
not going back. You just made me realize you're not going back. You're never going back. And that's why the song is even more perfect because it's kind of
yes,
sentimental, like
yeah,
leaving. Yeah, it's like, but it's also I feel like it's sentimental, but it's also a song that kind of wishes you good luck. It's like it really captured it well.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So what are your plans though? What are you working on? What are you doing?
Well, right now I'm working with a lot of. I'm from Denmark, and I'm working with a lot of Danish artists, international artists, and stuff. I do. I mean, I love doing sci-fi music, but it's kind of like my. I don't want to sound arrogant, but it's very easy for me because it just flows out, So
Right, it's your
it's
passion.
like meditation. Yeah, exactly. It's like meditation for me to do that. So I do it whenever I have time. And my plan is definitely to, before the release of No Man's Sky, to have and almost a whole album out with like 3 to 6 minute songs that are just makes you feel like you're in space. And I was thinking like we could put it on SoundCloud and on YouTube, and
Oh yeah,
I mean some of them will definitely be featured on your videos as well.
awesome.
And we're gonna work on an intro for your show as well.
Oh yeah,
That's
can't
gonna be
wait for that.
exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. So there's gonna be more music for the Hymns of Space Time album, as I want to call it.
What was that again? Say that one more time.
Hymns of Space Time.
I love it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's kind of like I mean, space time is a scientific thing, but it also sounds like the space time is like right now in No Man's Sky.
Right.
The space age kind of thing.
Right.
So I wanted to be like symbolize everything about No Man's Sky. And I want to make different kind of sounding tracks, or some of them makes you feel like you're in danger on a planet, or some of them like for all these different occasions. I want to try to capture those feelings in different songs. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. I cannot wait to hear it. Like seriously.
I'm glad, man.
I'm gonna put Sylvester's SoundCloud down, link down at the bottom here. Make sure you go over and check him out. How much stuff do you got on there?
Well, actually, right now there's only one song, and that's the song you've been using. But I have 2 more ready. I think. Yeah, I have 2 more. No, I have 3 more actually. I'm gonna put them on there as well.
Okay.
And then I'm thinking about getting some YouTube videos up for the people who like to do that.
All right. If you get your YouTube channel before I upload the video, make sure you give me the link so I can put that in there as well. Okay, so everybody, keep a lookout for the Hymns of Space Time.
Oh,
I know
yes.
I can't wait. And you know what? I hate hearing about things that might be a little far away.
Yeah.
It's like I learned about No Man's Sky almost
tell me
3
about
years
it.
ago. It's like,
It's the worst.
and now I want to hear your CD, or I mean your album, and then it's just like, oh man, it's probably nowhere near done.
Oh well, I have like four tracks done, and it's gonna be about 10 tracks. So we'll get it there before No Man's Sky is released. Let me promise you that. Okay.
Awesome, very awesome.
Great, man.
All right, Sylvester, thank you so much for coming by Cobra
Thanks
TV.
for
It's
having
been
me,
a
man.
pleasure, and I thank you for the amazing music that you provide.
And I thank you for all the amazing videos for all of us to watch.
All right, buddy. Take care,
Awesome,
man.
man. Yeah, you too.